Let me be real with you for a second. You've been walking every single day, maybe even hitting 10,000 steps. You feel like you're doing everything right, and yet your knees still ache, your legs still feel weak, climbing stairs still winds you, and deep down a little voice keeps asking, why isn't this working? Here's the truth nobody is telling you. Walking is not enough. And after the age of 50, that gap between what you think is working and what's actually happening inside your body, that gap becomes dangerous. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening to your legs after 50, why walking alone is slowly failing you, and the simple home exercises that actually rebuild leg strength. The same ones I use with my own clients. No fancy equipment, no risky movements, just real, proven methods that work for real people with real lives. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share might be the most important thing you watch this year. Let's talk about what no one is telling you about aging and leg strength. After the age of 50, your body begins losing muscle, specifically leg muscle, every single year. This process is called sarcopenia, and it is relentless. It doesn't take a day off. It doesn't care if you're walking 5 kilometers a day. It doesn't care if you feel fine. It just keeps quietly stealing your strength, your stability, and your independence 1 year at a time. And the part that really gets people, walking slows your heart rate decline. It keeps your cardiovascular system ticking. It's great for your lungs and your mood, but it does not stop muscle loss. It cannot, because muscle loss happens when your muscles stop facing resistance, when there's no challenge, no tension, no signal being sent that says, hey, we still need you, stay strong. And this is the part I want you to really sit with. People who walk every single day, dedicated walkers, people who never miss their morning walk, still develop knee pain, still develop balance issues, still end up with legs that feel unreliable, shaky, and weak. Not because walking is bad, but because walking on its own is not enough after 50. Your muscles need resistance. They need tension. They need to be reminded repeatedly that they are still needed. That is the only language muscles understand. And when you stop speaking that language, they slowly begin to disappear. Now let me tell you about someone who felt exactly what you might be feeling right now. Mr. Moan is 65 years old, retired income tax officer, decades of long working hours, frequent travel, early mornings, late nights, and a lot of sitting, years of sitting. By the time he came to me, his legs could still carry him. He could still walk, but stairs felt exhausting. Getting up from a low chair had become something he thought about before doing it. His confidence in his own movement, something most of us take completely for granted, was slowly disappearing. He wasn't looking for six-pack abs. He wasn't trying to run a marathon. He just wanted to trust his body again. He wanted to climb stairs without dreading them. He wanted to walk into a room and not worry about losing his balance. In 12 weeks, just 12 weeks, using the exact exercises I'm going to show you today, done entirely at home, Mr. Moan lost 4 inches from his waist, rebuilt meaningful leg strength, and most importantly, started trusting his body again. That is the goal here. Not extreme fitness, not transformation photos, just freedom of movement, the ability to live your life fully, confidently, and independently. Because after 50, that is everything. Now let's get into what is actually happening inside your body. Because once you understand this, everything will make sense. When you spend long hours sitting, and most of us do, whether it's at a desk, in a car, or on a sofa, blood flow to your hips begins to reduce. Your glutes, the largest and most powerful muscles in your lower body, stop firing properly. They go quiet, they forget their job, your hamstrings tighten and shorten, your quads weaken, and right in the middle of all of this, sitting quietly, absorbing all of that dysfunction, is your knee. Your knee was never designed to compensate for weak hips and inactive glutes. It was never meant to carry that load. But when everything around it stops working properly, the knee has no choice. It takes on stress it was never built to handle. And that is why knee pain after 45 or 50 is rarely just a knee problem. It is almost always a leg strength problem, a hip problem, a glute problem, a muscle not being used problem. Walking keeps you moving, and movement is always better than no movement. But walking does not send a strong enough signal to your muscles to rebuild. It doesn't create the tension. It doesn't generate the resistance. It doesn't remind your glutes and your quads and your hamstrings that they are still needed. Strength training does, and that's what we're going to fix today. Let's start from the ground up. Calf raises done the right way. Now I know what you're thinking. Calf raises? Really? But hear me out, because most people do these completely wrong and miss the entire point. The typical calf raise looks like this: stand up straight, bounce up and down on your toes, repeat. But that version misses the most important part of the movement entirely. Here's how I want you to do it instead. Stand facing a wall. Place your hands on the wall for light support, not to hold yourself up, just for balance. Now step your feet 2 to 3 steps back from the wall. Keep your heels on the ground. With your feet in this position, you should already feel a stretch through your calves. That stretch right there, that is not discomfort to push through. That is the point. That stretch at the bottom of the movement is where the real strengthening happens. Now slowly lift your heels. Come all the way up. Hold at the top for a full second. Really feel the contraction. Then lower your heels slowly, letting them sink down below the level of the step if possible, and feel that deep stretch again. No rushing, no bouncing, no momentum. Every single repetition should be slow, controlled, and intentional. This stretch and contract pattern, this is what improves ankle strength. This is what builds better balance. This is what improves circulation in the lower legs, which becomes increasingly important as we age. Start with 2 sets of 10 slow repetitions. That's it, but do them properly and you will feel it. People who have done this correctly have told me it reduced their fear of slipping, reduced that feeling of instability within just a few weeks. Simple? Yes. Effective? Absolutely. Now let's move to single leg strength, and this is crucial, so pay attention. As we age, single leg strength becomes one of the most important physical qualities we can train. Every single step you take is a single leg movement. Every time you climb a stair, you are on one leg. Every time you step off a curb, you are on one leg. If your single leg strength is weak, every one of those moments becomes a risk. The Bulgarian split squat is one of the best exercises for building exactly this kind of strength. Here's how it works. Place one foot forward, rest your back foot on a chair, a sofa, or a bench behind you, stand tall, chest up. Now slowly lower yourself down, bending the front knee, and then push yourself back up through the heel of the front foot. That heel cue, pushing through the heel, is not a small detail, it is everything. When you push through your heel, the load shifts away from your knee and into your hip and glute. You protect the joint. You strengthen the muscles that are supposed to be doing the work. That one adjustment makes this exercise both safer and more effective. Now, if you have knee pain, I don't want you forcing the Bulgarian split squat. Not yet. Instead, I want you to do reverse lunges. Reverse lunges are far gentler on the knee. Instead of stepping forward, which pushes your shin forward and loads the knee joint, you step backward. The shin stays more vertical. The knee stress drops dramatically. And the same principles apply. Step back, lower slowly. Press through the heel of the front foot. Let the glute do the work. This one adjustment, switching from a forward lunge to a reverse lunge, has made leg training possible again for people who told me every leg exercise hurt their knees. Every one of them. Start with 2 sets of 8 repetitions per leg. Slow, controlled. Focus on that heel connection. Leave your ego outside the door. Now let's talk about one of the most neglected muscles in people who spend a lot of time sitting. And this might surprise you, your glutes. The glutes are the most powerful muscles in your entire body. They are your primary engine for walking, climbing, standing, and stabilizing everything above and below them. But hours and hours of sitting, day after day, year after year, teaches them to switch off. They stop firing. They forget how to engage. And when your glutes stop working, everything else has to pick up the slack. Your lower back, your knees, your hip flexors, and none of those structures were designed for that job. The isometric glute bridge is one of the simplest and most effective ways to wake those glutes Back up, lie on your back, bend your knees, feet flat on the floor. Before you lift your hips, squeeze your glutes first. That squeeze before the lift is the key. It reestablishes the connection between your brain and those muscles that have been sleeping. Then, pushing through your heels, lift your hips off the ground. Hold that position. Breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds. Lower down, rest, repeat. I need to tell you about Nathan, 50 years old, software professional, came to me with knee pain and persistent lower back discomfort, years of desk work, long hours in front of a screen, very little movement. When I assessed him, his glutes were almost completely inactive. His body had simply stopped using them. 3 months of structured training, including this exact bridge exercise, and Nathan lost 10 to 12 kilograms, dropped 5 inches from his belly, and his knee pain reduced significantly. Not because we did anything magical, but because we gave his body what it had been missing: resistance, activation, and the reminder that those muscles still had a job to do. Simple, safe, extremely effective. Do not underestimate this one. Now, there are days when your joints feel sensitive, days when everything feels a little stiff, a little sore, a little reluctant. And on those days, I have one exercise I always come back to: the wall squat. Back against the wall, feet slightly forward from your body, slide down until your thighs are as close to parallel to the floor as you can comfortably go. Now, and this is important, keep the pressure on your heels, not your toes. Your heels. This shifts the majority of the work into your thighs and glutes while keeping your knees in a safe, supported position. Hold that position. Breathe. Keep your face and your shoulders relaxed. Don't grip, just hold. This builds muscular endurance, the kind of endurance that gets you upstairs without gasping, through long walks without your legs giving out, through a full day without needing to collapse into a chair at 6 in the evening. Start with 20 to 30 seconds and build from there. And now, my absolute favorite, one of the most practical, functional, real-world exercises that anyone over 40 can do: the single leg step up. All you need is a stable surface. A step on your staircase, a sturdy chair, a low bench. Place one foot on the surface. Push through the heel of that foot. Stand all the way up. Then lower yourself back down slowly and with control. Do all your repetitions on one leg before switching. 10 repetitions per leg is a great starting point. Now, if the height feels too high, if you have extra weight to lose, if your knees are sensitive, if your strength isn't there yet, use a lower surface. A thick book, a small stool, the bottom step instead of the second step. There is no shame in starting where you are. The goal is not height. The goal is control, strength, and the slow, steady build of confidence in your own movement. And here's why this exercise matters more than almost anything else. It doesn't just strengthen your quads and your glutes, it retrains your nervous system to safely navigate going up and down. And that is exactly what real life demands every single day. Stairs, curbs, uneven footpaths, getting in and out of a car. These are not gym movements, but the gym is where you prepare your body for them. Slow, controlled, heel-driven, every repetition. Let me tell you about one more person, because I think this one will hit home. Abra is 52 years old, vice president at a multinational company. When he came to me, he had low energy, declining testosterone levels, and legs that felt unreliable under the demands of his busy, high-stress life. Long hours, constant travel. A schedule that left no room for health, or so he thought. 12 weeks of structured training. These exact exercises applied consistently and intelligently. 3 inches off. His waist. Leg strength restored. And something that doesn't show up in measurements but matters more than anything. He felt stable again. He felt confident again. He stopped thinking about his body as something that was failing him and started experiencing it as something that was carrying him. That shift, that is what strength training does when it's done correctly. Now, I want to be very clear about something, because I think this is where a lot of people get confused. These exercises work, not because they are complicated, not because they require expensive equipment or a gym membership or a personal trainer standing over your shoulder. They work because they apply resistance to muscles that have been deprived of it. They restore the connection between your brain and your muscles, and they respect your joint mechanics. They work with your body, not against it. Walking alone cannot do that. Stretching alone cannot do that. Staying active alone cannot do that. Strength training, even simple home-based strength training, does that. And yes, there is research showing that supplements like creatine can support muscle function after 50. The science is clear on that, but no supplement on earth works without the training behind it. The foundation is always the work, the exercises, the consistency, the commitment to showing up for yourself, even on the days you don't feel like it. Especially on the days you don't feel like it. Consistency beats everything, every single time. So here is where I want to leave you today. If you have been walking and wondering why your legs are still weak, now you know. If you have been afraid to do leg exercises because of knee pain, now you have options that are safe, controlled, and effective. If you have been watching your strength slowly disappear and wondering if there's anything you can do about it at this age, the answer is yes. Absolutely yes. Your muscles are not gone. They are just waiting for the signal. Give them resistance, give them tension, give them the reminder that they are still needed, and they will respond. That is how the human body works at 40, at 50, at 60, at 65. Mr. Moan trusted his body again at 65. Nathan's knees stopped hurting at 50. Abra felt strong again at 52. And every single one of them started exactly where you are right now, watching, learning, and deciding that enough was enough. The exercises are simple. The commitment is the hard part. But I promise you, your future self will thank you. Because leg strength is not about vanity. It is not about the gym. It is about staying strong enough to live freely, to move confidently, to climb the stairs, walk the footpath, play with your grandchildren, travel without fear, and go through your days without your body holding you back. That is what we are building here. That is what this is all about. Now, if you are a busy professional over 40 who is serious about getting this right, not just dabbling, but actually committing to a structured, science-backed approach, I have put together a detailed training program at chimpanzee.com. It's not for everyone. It is for people who are ready to stop guessing and start doing this properly. If that is you, the link is there. And if you are not there yet, start with these exercises. Do them today, do them tomorrow, do them consistently for the next 12 weeks, and watch what happens to your body, your confidence, and your quality of life. One last thing before you go. If this video gave you something, if it opened your eyes, if it gave you a new exercise to try, if it made you feel like there is still something you can do, please hit the like button. It takes 1 second and it tells me that this kind of content is worth making more of. Drop a comment below and tell me which exercise you're going to start with today. I read every single one. And if you are not subscribed yet, subscribe right now. Because every week I put out content designed to help people over 40 and 50 live stronger, healthier, more confident lives. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Take care of your strength, because your strength, your real physical functional strength, that is what carries you through life. Guard it, build it, fight for it. I'll see you in the next one.